Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. As you can see, I've decided to use this Saviland and it's the glitter neon set of polygels together with some foils. I've got a set of floral foils for Christmas, so I wanted to have a play with them. Now I've sped this up to twice the speed because otherwise it was over an hour long. So any of the snippets that I filmed, there could be some bits missing in the middle, but I tried to remember to get the camera going. And I'm using Betty to put the forms on. I've cut them down with the clippers and then I'm just using the paper forms to build the nails with, and I'm aiming for I don't know if you call them ballerina or coffin. Ballerina, I think, because they're more sort of tapered down and then squared off at the end. These forms don't stick too badly to it, to be honest, so long as you've got that top that you can close. Otherwise I think they'd pop off because it's not happy sticking to silicone, but it will stick to itself. So yeah, so I've put them on all four. I'm going to do the full 5 fingers here, and I'm using one of the neons, and then I'm going to use a couple of the glitters, and this is the Saviland clear gel that I bought separately. It was a big pot of it, and I've left this in because I want you to see that, look, it's like working with toffee. I didn't find it that easy at all. Now I've not got it's my first time of using this type, and I've not got Saviland's own slip solution, so I'm using the Neo Nails one. So whether that has a difference or not, I don't know, but practice will make you better in this. I think all the brands work differently, so you'll get to find out which you like. I've seen others use this on YouTube and they don't seem to have a problem, but to me it seems to go really hard really fast, so I'm having to push it into place. I get my brush a bit looped up with the stuff and then I seem to be able to move it better. And what am I doing here? Oh yes, I decided on here that on the first one I'd not put a base coat on, and perhaps that was what was the problem. So I've put base coat on here and we'll see if I get on any better. I did wonder if perhaps these should be used in dual forms, these gels, but the clear gel that I've got in a different Saviland set, it's a smaller tube and it seems alright, but it's this that's polynail gel, it says on it, and yeah, see, on this second one I'm getting on better because I'm beginning to get the knack of what I need on my brush to be able to manoeuvre it. So all trial and error, you'll find which brand you like the best. But look, I'm getting on so much better with this second one than I did with the first one. If you put too much liquid on, it seems to detach from the nail, and if you don't have enough on, you can't move it at all. So the thing I do like about it is, look how clear it is. I mean, I've probably got some bubbled into there, but the stuff itself is quite clear. These tips on Betty, they do come off sometimes. You have to hold your thumb on it, but then if you were doing it on somebody, on a real person, you'd try and support the fingernail anyway. So it's a case of getting into the habit, I think. So I'm quite pleased that I managed to get sort of full cover. And I'm just doing the side walls. Right, so that's 1 and 2 done and sanded down. What I've got here is the Foil It Glitter Perfection, I think they call it, and I'm doing it diagonally across the top half on one of the nails, and then the bottom on the first nail and top on the second nail. So I'm going to use those floral foils on there. I've done this straight after buffing down those nails so that the rest of the surface isn't tacky, and so the foils don't stick to that bit. So you cure that in the UV and then just rub your foils on. I probably rub to excess, to be honest, but I'd sooner that than it not go on at all. That's that one. And then this green and blue I picked out because I want to bring some of this sort of neon green into this set. And I'm going to use some of the blue glitter as well on one of them. Some people will do this as hand painted flowers, won't they? But I've not got that far as yet. I can't say as I've been a very good artist in the past anyway. Not just the skills with the paintbrush, but actually reproducing anything. So these foils are an absolute godsend. So I'm going to go over the whole lot with a base coat. I think if the next bit I'm using is glitter, then perhaps I should have just gone over the foil, actually. But perhaps my thinking was that because I've, oh yes, I've decided to encapsulate the whole lot, that's it. Encapsulating the whole lot with some more of that clear gel. I wanted to try and improve the shape a bit, I think. I realised I'd not got any, what do they call it, apex, really. Got no, well, you'd need strength if it was on a person, so I thought I wanted to try and represent that. There's no point me practising as if it's on a hand. I may as well practice as if I'm doing it on a person. Although when I'll get to do it on a person or not, I don't know. I mean, apart from COVID, lockdown restrictions, I'm not sure anybody would want to be a guinea pig. And our family aren't known for wearing long nails. You see, I'm getting more used to this gel. It's looking a bit less like toffee. So this is the, they call it glitter red, I think, but it looks more pink to me. Now, doing more sets, I think what I would have done is I would have built the nail with a clear base, then I would have formed the top of it and got a file and gone across it diagonally, and then filled the bottom in with more clear, and then put the transfer on, and then just a top coat. So that's that one done. That one's got to go in the lamp, and then I'll be able to buff that without damaging that foil. This second one, I am using the blue glitter. Oh, it's beautiful. If you're doing like an underwater scene or a mermaid or something, I think that'd look smashing. Sorry, my hand gets in the way sometimes. I will invest in an overhead camera when I've got enough money. I'm finding this, the glitters and the full covers in these, like I said when I did the samples, a lot easier to work with. This is a lot softer though, this, than the full covers, like the green and that bubblegum pink. While you're watching this lot, I will just say I've just hit 100 subscribers, so thank you so much everybody that's been subscribing. I'm looking into whether to go on Instagram or not, which I've never done before. I know I said I wouldn't do it, but I think perhaps I ought to bite the bullet and have a go. But I've got to do research on how to do that, so you can only get so many things done in a day, can't you? So in the meanwhile, if anybody wants to share this to anyone in the family that's interested in learning how to do their own nails, and I think most of us, even if we've watched people do videos, we think, oh, I could never do that. Anyway, I think they're getting there anyway. Practice, practice, practice. I must have filmed this one after Christmas anyway, because I'm using my new Melody Susie and me fan. I tell you what, that dust extract has been an absolute godsend. It's amazing how much dust it's actually gathering. And I have got my mask on. Look, you can take big chunks away with it as well. Oh yeah, that's a point. While I'm doing that, sometimes you can make your nails look a lot slimmer by putting your drill bit up just underneath, which I don't think you'd be able to do with a hand file. But when you've got these, you can, and it saved me going down too far and taking too much glitter off by thinning it down underneath rather than on top. And then I'm just buffing it. This 240 grit file that I'm using is taking some hammer, but it's still working. I do like the feel of that against it. It's easy. It's nice to file with. Side walls first. And also, something I learned from Dorota Polygel is to put it under like that and just file underneath, because you can keep thinking it's wide and it's actually the bottom bit with no detail on that's sticking out rather than the top bit. So I'm still watching all these videos to learn it. So I'm just going to go in with some top coat reveal, top coat porn as people call it. Oops, ends fell off again. I can't push it up very well because I've just put top coat on it. Push. That's it. I'd like to see how people get on with those silicone hands you can buy. They're pretty. I think they're pretty. I wanted to do something pretty. It's all been very dark for Christmas, and it's all a bit gloomy these days sometimes, isn't it? So, yeah, pretty and pastel. And then I'm going to move on to that neon green, which I think is absolutely stunning. It's like apple colour. Right, I obviously didn't film that clip, but it went on really easily. Actually, you can probably tell by the fact that the top of it is fairly smooth. It doesn't look like a moonscape. I'm just smoothing it off, ready for next phase. Look at that C curve I'm looking at under there that everybody talks about. Apparently it gives it strength when you've got a decent C curve underneath. And I only managed to get that on the really long ones. Looks like green ice lolly. Ah, now that base there, look, is looking a lot smoother than it was on that first one, isn't it? So I'm definitely getting more of a knack. I've still not perfected that yet, but I'll not give in until I can get it on quickly and smoothly. I can't even remember what I did on that little finger now. What colour did I do? Time will tell. I was just thinking whether I'd got my dust machine out or not. I must have done. Back to the blue flowers. I want to get a bit of green on and a bit of blue on to tie it in. Do I do the whole nail? Can't remember. I don't think I did. Well, move it up. Move it up a bit. Ah, bottom. Yeah, I like that. Now, do I just top coat that, or do I put... I would only technically need to top coat it, so... And this one is going... I'm guessing at the top. I've got another set coming out of the Saviland. It's the Saviland Nude set of fibre gels. So I think I've done swatches for it, but I've also done a full set of that using where you do a diagonal and carve it in. Like I said, I could have done on this first nail. I actually did it on the next set. So I'll show you that when it comes, well, when I finished editing it. The filming it, I'm enjoying the filming it, and I don't actually mind editing, but it takes me forever because there's so many different like snippets going, and it's not quick doing these things. By the time I've done all my snippets, it usually works out that it's about 2 hours that I've then got to condense down to about an hour, and then double the speed on them so that you end up with about a half-hour video. I love this purple. Oh, I love it. Right, I seem to be favouring this diagonal. I just love this diagonal. Pat it, move it, pat it, spread it, pat it and put it back again. Yeah, and we're going for that sort of feathering it up over the foil. I've probably gone too far and end up pulling it back down. Yeah, that's it. I like that. I think I decided it's looking a bit thin there. Yeah, so I'm just moving a bit of glitter across. That's better. The thing about these gels that I like is that you can faff for as long as you want, and until you put it in the lamp, you're fine. Yeah, move on. Get it in the lamp. Phew, calling it done. Oh, gold. I'm putting clear on top. Let's watch this then. See if we've improved any. Yes. Yeah. I'd definitely work better with it if I leave some of the gloopy gel in the brush so I can slide it over it. I wonder if I'd get on better with it using a base gel. You know, a base coat as a slip. I might try that. And see. You do know that if you tap twice on the right of your screen on your iPad or something, you can move your YouTube forward 10 seconds, so you can keep skipping these bits and moving on to the next bit. I suppose some people will find it relaxing watching, I do. I like watching people file, especially when they've done a design that looks really sort of crappy until they file it and then it shows all the design. I think that's lovely. So, yeah. I do understand that people will skip forward to bits that you want to see. Although sometimes I'm watching some of these videos and I realise that I'm doing my own nails while they're on, and there was one the other day and I think I'd left it running, I didn't realise, and there were about an hour-long advert had run, so they'll have got plenty of money off that one, I think. Well, it's the only way to pay them, isn't it? Actually, there's been a couple of adverts that I've quite liked, especially over Christmas ones. Anyway, I'm waffling. There's another clip coming up and I can't think what it's going to be. Is it when they come out of the lamp? Although I do the thumb. Maybe we're moving on to thumb. Yeah. Final smoothing. Oh, I love this bit. I've been watching Kirsty Meakin. I think I've watched it now about 3 times, and she does a 3D nail with, it's very angular, and she does it with neon and, sorry, ultraviolet and colour changing. And I'm going to have a look and see if I've got enough colours. I think she uses 5 or 6 colours in it. So if I've got enough colours, I'm going to have a go at that. Like, can I reproduce Kirsty Meakin's 3D nail? Because I don't know if you saw any of the first video. I might have shown my efforts at trying to do a reverse French 3D thing, and it didn't turn out very well. So it'd be interesting for me to watch these back, you see, and see if I have made any improvements. But I think even the pros would be saying they're still learning. There's always new techniques and stuff coming out, isn't there? Can you please let me know in the comments below as well as to whether you like there to be a little bit of background music that plays all the way through, or whether you prefer it not to be, because I was watching one the other day and I really wanted to hear what the girl was saying, but the music was so loud and it was the same music all the way through half an hour, and it was driving me crackers. And it's her choice. I mean, you have 2 choices, don't you? You mute it or not. But she was talking and music at the same time and I couldn't couldn't get rid of one without losing the other, so I just wondered, do you like there to be a background music? If it's gentle, that is. I'd only put like low volume on. But the way it seems to work is that as soon as you stop talking, it makes it louder again. And if you've got babies asleep or you're watching late at night, sometimes you don't want music to blare in. That's my thoughts anyway. But let me know underneath, whether you prefer these voiceovers with or without music. So I'll leave this one without for today, and we'll see what you think. So I'm going to put a bit of glitter on top of that, just so that they all blend in together as a general theme. A couple of coats I think I put on there. Same on the other one I think, because top coat. Because otherwise there's none over that foil. We've got about another 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes, and we've got a thumb to do and some reveal photos. Look at that lovely purple. What else is coming? I've also done a vlog number 3 is coming out, and I'm going to show you one nail I've done on there. I've just done my whole hands with the reverse French, the old fashioned, you might call it now, classic white tips. I just wanted for a change, and then when I get bored I can do a design on top of them, so I thought I'll just show you one of those while I'm doing it. And what else? What else have I done? Yeah, I've got the stilettos coming up with the diagonal glitter. Yeah, I can't even think what I've videoed. That's not a bad shape for me, that, for first attempt. Right, stop faffing now, you can always file it after. I'm hoping I've put some matte over the other, because otherwise that foil it, when I put it on, it's going to stick to the rest of it. It'll want to stick bits onto any sticky surface, but that foil it really adheres it quite well. Ah, that's what I'm doing. I'm wiping the tacky layer off it with a wipe and some gel residue wipe off solution, so that, yeah, that's what I'm doing to try and stop that foil sticking to it. Oh, and just to be safe, I'm putting that on diagonally. So if any of you do your own nails, what's your favourite medium? Is it gel or acrylic? Oh yes, that's what else I've got coming up. I've got a Neo Nails acrylic haul, and I've got some samples of that. I'll show you what comes in. I think that's possibly in the vlog. And then separately I'm going to do, I think I've shown you in the vlog what I bought, and then I'm doing the samples separately, that's it. Oh, bit missing, so I've got to go back in again. If you want in your tea, there's only 3 minutes left. I think I should have done those foils a bit lower down the nail. Got a bit carried away with that glitter, I think. Well, it stuck quite well. Try and pull it off without pulling finger out. We did it. I've not gone, I'm still here. What am I doing now? Oh, covering it in more gel. Building the structure and covering that glitter on foil. If I'd built the structure right in the first place, I wouldn't have to do this. I could just put top coat on. 2 coats of top coat over your foils. Look at state of that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll take some sorting out, won't it? Good grief. I had a right battle. It was like playing with toffee. See, I told you it were worth coming here just for a laugh. State of that. Last bit of filing, then last bit of top coat. For the next half a minute, I'll just reveal this lovely glitter. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that and been able to skip through the bits you weren't that bothered about. And obviously there's loads more coming, like I've said. So thank you for subscribing, sharing, commenting, or anything that you're doing for me. That is absolutely marvellous. I hope you're getting something from this, like I've said. And take care, everybody. Stay safe, and I love you loads. See you soon. Bye.